Hey everyone. Alright, this week I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to stay in the same nymphing vein, but instead of a nymph, I'm going to tie a jig streamer. I've had a lot of success, especially in the winter months, with this streamer, fishing mostly for bull trout, but I've also caught quite a few cutties on this as well. So I do two versions. One is a dead simple kind of a guide fly. It's only got two materials. You can bang them out super quick. And then I do the one I'm going to tie today. It's basically the same fly, but instead of just chenille body, we're going to put a hackle, forward hackle in the front. Looks a little classier, a little bit nicer. So let's get going. So today's hook, it's a 450 BL size 10. And the bead is a mottled olive tungsten bead. This is a 4 mil. I also tie these often a little bit bigger as well as a little bit smaller. You can go 12 or size 8. I don't go much smaller than a 4 mil bead, but I do go bigger. Do it with a 4.5 and a 5.5 to really drop it down. So thread, I use a red thread. This happens to be semper fly waxed 12/0. But any red thread's gonna do. You can tie this with a 6/0 thread as well. Just be mindful of your wraps. So let's start with a thread base. Okay, so I've got the bottom end of a hen saddle here. And I've got two of the little grizzly marabou feathers. So I just stack them so the tips are the same, wet them so I see what I'm working with, and I like to go pretty much the length of the hook. So pinch wrap on top. Get that tied down. And let's have a look. That's a good length. So if your tail at this point is too long or too short, don't keep going. Stop. It's 4 wraps of thread. Undo it. Try it again. Get it where you want it. So I'm going to hack the stems the length of the body and just wrap these up. Okay, next material. It's a UV straggle from Semperfly. This is the lichen. It's basically an olive with a little bit of UV in it. Tie this in at the front. Wrap it to the back. Put a little half hitch in, and I'm going to use the rotary. So just touching turns with the chenille. Wrap it up to the bead. Okay, so on the other version I tie, this is pretty much it, but I use a small polar chenille, which is a little bit longer than the straggle. But on this guy, I'm going to take that same hen saddle, pull out a feather, and you can make this as thick or as sparse as you like. I do like a pretty good collar on these to help push the water and get that teardrop shape. It looks about right to me. Okay, and lastly I just build up just a small red throat. Nothing crazy. I don't want like a 1/4 inch of thread or anything. Just enough to say it's there. Last, a little bit of super glue on the thread. And a whip finish. That's it. So it's a Euro jig streamer. And like I said, you can tie these smaller, you can tie these bigger. It's a glorified woolly bugger. Fishes really well. Thanks for watching.